Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. So if you know anything about me, I love coffee and I live a very busy life. I work in childcare. I sometimes choreograph shows. I also just love to do hobbies and exploring and traveling and doing a bunch of things. So I am always busy, which means I am always drinking coffee. And sometimes I do have 2 cups of coffee a day. So I figured, you know what, if I'm gonna be drinking that much coffee, I might as well find something that's at least kind of good for me. So we're gonna be trying Javvy coffee today. So I've been seeing Javvy coffee all over my TikTok and I thought, why not give it a try? Because if I could get extra protein in my coffee, sign me up. So what drove me to try Javvy is that it has 10 grams of protein per scoop. And I've honestly seen a lot of people do 2 scoops to get that 20 grams of protein, which is fantastic. I also just don't get a lot of protein, I'm gonna be honest. I have endometriosis and I grew a red meat intolerance from it. So that took away a lot of protein that I can eat. So my main sources of protein right now are eggs, chicken, turkey, sometimes seafood. I definitely do not consume as much protein in a day as I should. So if I can get protein in my coffee, that's a win. Now the one thing that does scare me with everything that's like protein bars, protein drinks, protein shakes, blah, 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 it has a weird chalky taste to it, which I don't love and really turns me away from protein bars. But this says that it doesn't taste like that. So we're gonna test that out to see, okay? Nope, that didn't go like I planned. There we go. Smells like coffee. I got the caramel flavor mostly because caramel is my go-to for coffees. I almost always have a coffee flavored coffee or caramel in my coffee. So I thought caramel would be the perfect flavor to try. It smells like, I know what it smells like. It smells like this Dove milk chocolate espresso bar. They smell the same, and if they taste the same, I'm in trouble. So I've got my banana cup. I thought this would be just the perfect cup for today. So there are 2 ways you can make this. One of them is you have to make the perfect iced latte. It's to do 6 ounces of milk or a dairy alternative and then adding your scoop of coffee. Or for a standard iced coffee, you can do water, scoop, and then you can add creamer or a splash of milk into that. We're gonna do the perfect iced latte, of course, because if we're gonna try it, we gotta try the perfect version, right? We're gonna do 6 ounces of milk. La milk. Okay, we got a measuring cup that does have 6 ounces on there because I will be using the correct amount. 6 ounces of milk into the cup. Time for the Javvy. The scoop is so far down. Let's see. All right. Down to, oh, that's a big scoop. People do 2? Okay, with only this much milk, I think I'm only gonna do 1 scoop this time because I feel like 2 scoops would be a lot. That just means I need to have 2 cups of coffee to get the extra protein. I'm gonna have to wash this now. All right, time to mix it. I'm not gonna lie, I literally bought this for the coffee. I've never used one of these before, so let's hope it goes well. Oh, I have to hold it down. Okay. You want to make sure that you mix it really well and that there are no clumps in it because you don't want clumps in your coffee. I think that looks pretty good. All right. And then I know most people would add ice to their iced coffee. I prefer to have no ice in my drinks, all drinks. So I'm gonna drink it like this. Cheers. This one definitely has a very nice caramel taste to it. And they're right, it doesn't have that chalky feeling that a lot of protein things do have. It does give a hint of that Dove chocolate, not gonna lie. That's pretty good. So for a protein coffee that's got no added sugars, no stevia, and no artificial sweeteners, it's got a pretty good sweet taste, especially because I love sweet things. I prefer sweet coffee. This is good. now that we've tried it and that we know we like it, we're gonna put it to the test. I'm gonna finish my glass here, and then we're gonna see how we do and feel throughout the day. Sometimes coffee can really mess with my stomach, especially with my endometriosis. So we're gonna see if this coffee with the added protein does well on my stomach, but then also gives me that nice boost of energy and extra protein that I need to get things done throughout the day. So it is a Saturday. We've got a lot of errands to do, a lot of stuff around the house, and let's see if my body can keep up with it throughout the day just off this one small glass of Javvy coffee. All right, let's recap the day. So there are 3 things that we talked about earlier in the videos. It's the next day, so let's go back to those things. So number 1, did Javvy coffee upset my stomach? The answer? No, it did not. I had no stomach issues. I had no stomach cramps, never had an upset stomach throughout the day, and I never got hit with the coffee poops. If you know, you know. Which, I mean, makes sense. There's no added sugar, no artificial sweetener, no stevia. It's 100% coffee. So, like, of course it didn't upset my stomach. And that is always a win, especially for us endometriosis girlies. Number 2, did I withstand energy throughout the day? Yeah, I did. Surprisingly, I feel like I got more done yesterday with the 6 ounces of Javvy coffee than I do on a regular day with like a big cup of coffee. So I had my cup of coffee at 11 a.m. and I sustained energy, like getting things done one after another. I'm talking dishes, cleaning up the kitchen, laundry, cleaning the bathroom, touring a house, all of these things. And I feel like I did not start hitting a mild crash until about 5 p.m. and it was just because I needed dinner. And once I ate dinner, I was able to go for another 2 more hours of getting work done. So absolutely, it gave me energy throughout the whole day. Oh, love that. And then third of all, how did I feel with the protein? Amazing. I felt amazing. Like I said, I had no issues with my body. My body took the coffee really well, and I feel like the added protein with it, just an extra thing that my body just really enjoyed. Like I mentioned earlier, I have a hard time with getting my protein throughout the day. I can no longer eat red meat, so I am stuck to using eggs, chicken, turkey, seafood, and then milk to get my protein every day, and eating the same things every day can get really exhausting. And then I'm not big on protein bars because I have not been able to find anything that's protein that doesn't taste like chalk. And so adding Javvy coffee into my daily routine gives me that extra boost of protein that doesn't taste like chalk, which is always a win because your girl needs protein and your girl drinks a lot of coffee. So the big question is Javvy coffee worth it? Absolutely it is. I would say yes. It hit all the marks. It doesn't taste like chalk, can be spruced up. I have seen so many recipes on TikTok. You can really just search Javvy recipes and you will find so many things on TikTok. Different combinations of how to make your Javvy coffee just mwah, perfect. And I can't wait to figure out my perfect Javvy coffee combination recipe. Javvy coffee has so many flavors for you to choose from. So if you want to get your own Javvy coffee, and you should, you definitely got to check them out. They have, of course, they have the basics of original, mocha, French vanilla, and caramel, which is one I tried. But if you're really into fun flavors, they have so many fun flavor options. They have cookie dough, white chocolate mocha, hazelnut, cinnamon sugar churro, brownie batter, tiramisu, sugar cookie, and they recently came out with a banana bread, and I need to try that one right now. If you want to buy your own Javvy coffee, I will link the link down below, or you can just go to javvycoffee.com/a/Raylin19 to get your own Javvy coffee. And remember, it's worth it. You definitely should. And when you buy your coffee, comment down below what flavor you got, because there are so many options and I'm very excited to hear and see what you guys get. I will definitely be getting the banana bread one next, like right now. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I can't wait to find out what Javvy coffee you try next. I am gonna go make all my coffee for the day now, so we're gonna head out. Okay, bye.